Welcome everyone. I hope you're doing well. Today's video is one of my favorites and one of the most important videos you'll ever watch because I can't even explain how powerful and life-changing it is to learn how to love yourself. We spend our whole lives trying to be loved by others, but we forget the most important relationship we'll ever have, the relationship with ourselves. We want others to accept us, but we don't accept ourselves. We want others to treat us with kindness, but we attack ourselves with judgment. We want others to stay, but we keep abandoning our own hearts. And that's why this video is important, because if you don't love yourself, nothing will ever feel enough. Not success, not money, not relationships, not compliments, not even your dreams coming true. And this video will also improve your English fluency, emotional vocabulary, and confidence. So listen carefully, repeat the lines, and feel every word in your heart. So stay with me till the end and don't forget to subscribe, because we grow here together. What is self-love? Self-love is not about being selfish. It's not about thinking you're better than others. It's not about ignoring your flaws or never improving. Self-love is a promise, a deep, silent promise that says, no matter what happens, I will not abandon myself. I will not destroy myself for others. I will not speak to myself like I am worthless. I will treat myself with the same love I give to the people I care about. Self-love means accepting yourself when you fail. It means forgiving yourself when you make mistakes. It means trusting yourself even when others doubt you. It means being your own safe place when the world feels cold. It's how you talk to yourself when you're alone. It's how you look at yourself in the mirror. It's how you take care of your body, your mind, your dreams, and your heart. Without self-love, success feels empty. With self-love, even silence feels peaceful. And the best part, you don't need to become perfect to love yourself. You just need to start seeing yourself as human, worthy, growing enough. Lesson 1. Learn to accept mistakes. You're human, not a robot. You will make mistakes. You'll fail. You'll say the wrong things. You'll trust the wrong people. You'll miss opportunities. You'll wish you could go back in time and fix everything. But here's the truth. Most people never hear. Mistakes don't make you a bad person. Mistakes make you a person. You are not a robot. You are not a machine programmed to be perfect every day. You are a human being with emotions, trauma, confusion, pressure, and memories that the world doesn't see. Yet most people live their entire life in self-punishment. I shouldn't have done that. I'm so stupid. Why did I mess everything up? I always ruin everything. They think this guilt will make them better. But guilt doesn't make you better. It makes you stuck. You don't grow by hating yourself. You grow by understanding yourself. Imagine a 12-year-old child spills milk on the floor. You don't scream at them and say, "You're a failure. You don't deserve love." You say, "It's okay. Let's clean it up. Be careful next time." Why can't you treat yourself like that? You're not 12 anymore. But you still make mistakes, just on a bigger scale. And you still deserve kindness, especially from yourself. Because the moment you accept your mistakes without shame, that's the moment you begin to change. Say this to yourself every morning. I am allowed to make mistakes. I learn, I grow. I evolve, but I never abandon myself. Self-love doesn't mean ignoring your mistakes. It means not using your mistakes as a weapon against yourself. The world will criticize you anyway. Don't join them. Lesson 2. Improve your mental diet. You become what you feed your mind. You know what a food diet is, right? If you eat only junk food, your body becomes tired, slow, and weak. But what about your mental diet? The thoughts you consume, the people you listen to, the words you say to yourself, the media you watch, the beliefs you repeat, what you feed your brain, is what you feel in your heart. If your mental diet is full of toxic social media, negative news, people who always doubt you, friends who gossip and complain, self-hating thoughts like, I'm not good enough, then don't be surprised when you feel anxious, angry, tired, and unworthy. Most people try to fix their life by changing the outside. New job, new relationship, new clothes. But their mental world is still dirty. And just like dirty kitchen attracts insects, a dirty mind attracts pain. Imagine two people wake up at 6 a.m. Person A opens Instagram, sees a model, and says, I'll never look like her. I hate my face. Then they watch 10 videos of people living rich lives and say, my life is a failure. Then they scroll through hate comments, gossip, and negative quotes. That's their breakfast. Not food, but thoughts. Person B wakes up, looks in the mirror, and says, I'm not perfect, but I'm proud. I'm still trying. They listen to a motivational podcast. They write one thing they're grateful for. They spend 10 minutes in silence with their own mind. Who do you think will feel more self-love by the end of the day? Build a clean mental diet. Unfollow people who make you feel less. Mute negativity. Replace every self-hating thought with a healing one. Spend 10 minutes every morning feeding your brain something loving, positive, and wise. Because here's the truth. The brain doesn't care if something is true or false. If you repeat it, it believes it. So if you keep telling yourself, I'm worthless, your brain will find proof. But if you start saying, I'm learning, I'm worthy, I'm becoming, your brain will find proof for that too. Lesson 3. Perfection is the enemy of self-love. If you want to destroy self-love, here's the fastest way. Try to be perfect because perfection is a prison with no door. You're chasing a target that keeps moving, and every time you reach a goal, your brain says, that's not enough. Be more. Do more. Fix more. You want perfect skin, perfect body, perfect English, perfect career, perfect behavior, perfect reactions, perfect confidence. Perfection is not love. Perfection is fear. Wearing a mask. It's the fear of not being accepted, the fear of being laughed at, the fear of being too much or not enough. They say, I'll love myself when I lose weight. I'll love myself when I speak fluent English. I'll love myself when I earn $10,000 a month. I'll love myself when my past doesn't haunt me anymore. But they never reach that place because every time they get close, they move the goalpost again. And now they've spent 5 years chasing perfection and not even 5 minutes practicing love. Imagine you have a friend who stutters sometimes. Do you say, I'll only love you when you speak fluently? No, you love them anyway. You have a friend who gained some weight. Do you say, I'll only support you if you look like a model? No. Then why do you treat yourself like that? If you can love others while they're imperfect, you can love yourself too. The most attractive people in the world are not perfect. They're real. The girl with stretch marks who laughs loudly and walks with confidence. The boy who failed 3 times but still shows up every morning. The woman with acne who speaks with kindness and power. The man who doesn't have abs but hugs his children with joy. That is beauty. That is power. That is love. You don't need to wait for some imaginary version of yourself to arrive. That version doesn't exist. The real self-love begins when you say, I am not perfect and I love myself anyway. Always remember this. Married people want freedom. Singles want love. The young want to grow up. The old wish to be young again. Broken people long for happiness. Educated people want employment. The poor want money. The truth is, no one is everything. So be grateful. Be proud. Be happy with what you have. I am not a project. I am a person. I am not perfect. But I am powerful, lovable, and enough. Lesson 4. Set boundaries and never feel ashamed for protecting your peace. Most people don't know how to set boundaries because deep down, they're afraid to lose people. They say yes when they mean no. They agree just to avoid conflict. They stay quiet when they want to scream. They allow people to walk all over their time, energy, and emotions and call it kindness. If you don't protect your peace, no one else will. Loving yourself means creating a shield around your soul, where only respect, truth, and care are allowed in. Everything else must go. You were taught that being liked is more important than being honest, that it's better to be polite than powerful, that you should always put others first, even if it destroys you inside. But here's the dark side of that. You become a prisoner to other people's approval. And over time, that turns into resentment. You start feeling, why doesn't anyone respect me? Why am I always the one giving? Why do I feel so drained and invisible? It's because you taught them to expect your silence instead of your limits. For example, you have a friend who always calls you only when they need help, never checks on you, never listens to you, only dumps their problems on you. But you say nothing. You nod. You help. You smile. And inside you're burning because they don't see your pain. And you never showed them your boundary. Now imagine you say, hey, I care about you, but I'm not available to solve this every time. I need space too. They may be shocked. They may back off. But they'll learn one thing. You love yourself enough to not be used. Saying no is not rude. It's responsible. Saying, I need space is not selfish. It's survival. Saying this is not okay is not dramatic. It's healthy. Say, I am allowed to protect my energy. I do not need to be available to everyone. I am not here to please. I am here to live in peace. Lesson 5. Love your body, your flaws, your voice. They're yours. Let me ask you something deeply personal. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and smiled without criticism? Not to fix your hair, not to check your skin, not to suck in your stomach, not to hide a wrinkle or a scar. Just looked at your body and said, thank you for carrying me. Most people don't love their body. They judge it. They compare it. They hide it. They punish it. But here's the truth. Your body is not the enemy. It's the home you live in. You criticize your legs, but they've walked you through hard times. You hate your arms, but they've hugged people you love. You hide your face, but it shows your smile, your strength, your soul. Every ad, every model, every influencer, they're photoshopped, filtered, perfectly lit. And even they don't look like that in real life. Yet you, sitting alone in your room, you compare your living, breathing, imperfect, beautiful body to their fantasy. And then you call yourself ugly, unworthy, fat, dark, short, awkward. Do you realize how cruel that is? If your friend called themselves disgusting just because of a scar, would you agree? No. So, why do you do that to yourself? And let's not forget your voice. How many people say, I hate my voice. I sound weird. My English is not clear. People will laugh at me. But the truth is, your voice is your soul's fingerprint. It's how you say, I love you. It's how you say, I'm scared. It's how you say, I'm still here trying. Don't silence your voice just because it's not perfect. Speak anyway. That's self-love. Eating because you want to nourish, not punish. Resting because your body is sacred, not lazy. Wearing clothes that make you feel good, not others. Saying, this is my face, my shape, my skin, my sound. It may not match the magazine, but it's mine. Affirm this every day. My body is not ugly. My body is honest. My voice is not weak. My voice is mine. I don't need to match others to matter. Lesson 6. Forgive yourself. You can't love what you hate. Let's talk about guilt. The silent poison that kills self-love. Because here's what many people secretly feel. I've hurt people. I wasted years. I broke someone's heart. I lied. I cheated. I gave up. I messed up. And they carry this guilt everywhere, like a heavy bag, chained to their soul. They smile in front of people, but inside they hear, you don't deserve love. Look what you did. And when you carry that long enough, you stop feeling human. You start feeling like a mistake. But listen carefully. You are not your past. You are not your worst moment. You are not the same person you were when you made that choice. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means facing what happened, learning from it, and deciding not to punish yourself forever. You've already suffered enough. What's the point of dragging that pain into every day of your future? If you truly feel sorry, then take responsibility and then release yourself. You can't become who you're meant to be. If you're still punishing who you used to be, imagine someone accidentally breaks your phone. They say, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I'll try to fix it or replace it. And then every day, they text you, call you, cry, say sorry, and never stop apologizing for 5 years. Wouldn't you say it's okay? I forgave you. Move on now. You don't need to keep suffering. That's what your soul is saying to you. Let it go. Learn. Grow. But stop replaying the punishment. Affirm this daily. I forgive myself. I made mistakes, but I'm not a mistake. I've hurt. I've healed. And I'm still becoming someone better. Forgiveness is not weakness. It's the most powerful gift you can give your heart because you can't love what you still hate. And if you want to love yourself, you must start with forgiveness. Lesson 7. Leave the past behind. You're not that version of you anymore. Most people live in 2 places. The past they can't change, and the future they keep fearing. And because of this, they forget to live in the only place where love can grow, the present. But when it comes to loving yourself, the past is often your biggest enemy. Why? Because you keep telling yourself, I was a failure. I was weak. I trusted the wrong person. I should have done more. I used to be happy. Now I'm broken. And you carry those versions of you like ghosts on your back. You drag their guilt, their trauma, their pain. And now, even when life gives you something good, you sabotage it. Because deep down, you still believe, I don't deserve this. Look at my past. The past is a chapter. It is not your identity. And no matter how bad your past was, it cannot stop you from building a beautiful future unless you keep holding it. You are not the teenager who was confused. You are not the person who got cheated on. You are not the version who failed, who screamed, who gave up, who didn't know better. You are not that version anymore. And just because you once lived in chaos doesn't mean you don't deserve peace now. If a snake sheds its skin, does it go back and pick it up again? No, because it's done with it. It's grown out of it. Then why do you keep revisiting old pain like it's your home? You're not being loyal to your truth. You're being loyal to your trauma. And that loyalty is costing you your joy. what self-love looks like here. Telling yourself that was me. But that's not me anymore. Letting go of people who only remember the old you. Saying no to the same patterns that once broke you. Celebrating your growth, not hiding it. You can't love who you are if you keep being ashamed of who you were. Say this with me. I am not my past. I am my progress. I have made mistakes, but I've also made it through. I release what doesn't belong in my future. So, please be proud of yourself. Even if no one clapped, even if no one noticed, even if the world didn't say, "Well done." Say it to yourself right now. I'm proud of me. I've done a lot. I've come so far, and I will go even further. But to do more, to rise higher, to become everything you dream of becoming, you need one thing first. You need to love yourself. Because when you love yourself, you don't chase people who hurt you. You don't fear failure. You don't shrink to fit in. You don't give up on your dreams. You stop living like a prisoner, and you start living like you were born to. And if no one ever told you this before, I want to say it now. I love you. I really, really do. Not because you're perfect, but because you're real. Because you're trying. Because you're human. And that's more than enough. So please, from this moment on, be kind to yourself. Speak gently to yourself. Protect your peace. Trust your journey. And never forget, you are the best thing you will ever have. This world doesn't need another perfect person. It needs more people who are healed. And healing begins with you loving you. Subscribe to our channel if this touched your heart. And share this with someone who also needs to hear it. Take care. You are powerful. You are worthy. You are loved. And I'm proud of you always.